On February 11th, 2012, the world lost one of its greatest voices. Whitney Houston, the woman whose voice defined a generation and whose songs like I Will Always Love You and Greatest Love of All became anthems of love and resilience, was found dead in a hotel bathtub. She was only 48 years old. The news stunned the globe. Just a day before the Grammy Awards, Whitney Houston was gone, her sudden passing leaving behind not only grief, but also questions, rumors, and mysteries. The place of her death, the legendary Beverly Hilton Hotel, would itself become shrouded in eerie tales and stories of haunting. Guests and staff alike would later report strange occurrences, claiming that Whitney's spirit may still linger in the very room where her life ended. This is the story of Whitney Houston's final days, her tragic death, and the haunted legacy of the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Before diving into her chilling final chapter, we must first understand why her death hit the world so hard. Whitney wasn't just a singer, she was the singer. Born in Newark, New Jersey, in 1963, Whitney was practically destined for greatness. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a gospel singer. Dionne Warwick was her cousin. Aretha Franklin was her godmother. Music was in her blood. By the mid-1980s, Whitney had become a superstar. Her debut album in 1985 delivered hit after hit, her voice soaring effortlessly across octaves. She was hailed as the greatest voice of her generation, The Voice. Songs like How Will I Know and Saving All My Love for You made her an international sensation. Her career only grew from there. The soundtrack for The Bodyguard, 1992, made her a global icon, selling over 45 million copies worldwide. The single I Will Always Love You became the best-selling female single of all time. Whitney wasn't just famous, she was untouchable. But behind the glamorous stage presence was a woman battling demons, addiction, personal turmoil, and the crushing weight of fame. The Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills, California, was synonymous with Hollywood luxury. Built in 1955, it was home to countless red carpet events, celebrity gatherings, and the annual Golden Globe Awards. It was a hotel where stars felt at home, where the rich and powerful mingled freely. But like many iconic places in Hollywood, the Beverly Hilton had its darker side. Over the years, rumors circulated about spirits, strange sounds, and unexplained occurrences. Some staff whispered that certain rooms seemed colder, heavier, almost burdened by invisible energy. Room 434, where Whitney Houston stayed, would soon become one of the most infamous hotel rooms in Hollywood history. In early February 2012, Whitney was in Los Angeles to attend a pre-Grammy party hosted by her longtime mentor, Clive Davis. The party, held annually at the Beverly Hilton, was a high-profile event, and Whitney was expected to appear. But friends and onlookers noticed she wasn't well. In the days leading up to her death, Whitney was seen behaving erratically. Paparazzi photographed her looking disoriented, sweating, with scratches on her legs. Witnesses reported she appeared agitated, even paranoid at times. Still, she was determined to attend the party. She checked into room 434 at the Beverly Hilton. Friends said she seemed upbeat one moment, troubled the next. Some nights, music could be heard blasting from her room, her powerful voice singing along. Other times, silence. On the afternoon of February 11th, 2012, Whitney was supposed to get ready for Clive Davis's party. Her assistant stepped out briefly to run errands. When she returned, she found Whitney submerged in the hotel bathtub. Emergency responders rushed in, but it was too late. Whitney Houston was pronounced dead at 3:55 p.m. The official cause of death, accidental drowning, with heart disease and cocaine use as contributing factors. In one of the most surreal moments in Hollywood history, Clive Davis's pre-Grammy party went on as planned, just floors below the room where Whitney's body still lay. Celebrities gathered, champagne flowed, music played, even as police and investigators worked upstairs. Some attendees later admitted they felt uneasy, as though the energy in the hotel shifted that night. Whispers spread quickly. Whitney Houston had died in the building. Yet the show went on, as if Hollywood couldn't stop for tragedy. That eerie juxtaposition, the celebration of life below and the stillness of death above, would later become part of the haunting lore of the Beverly Hilton. After Whitney's death, stories began to circulate. Guests who stayed in room 434 claimed they heard strange sounds, water running when the taps were off, unexplained knocking, even the faint sound of a woman singing. One hotel staff member claimed that housekeeping avoided the room for months, some even refusing to enter alone. They reported feelings of heaviness, sudden chills, and the sense of being watched. Some guests swore they saw a figure in the mirror or by the bathtub, a fleeting glimpse of a woman with long hair. Others said they felt a sudden sadness wash over them when they entered the suite. To this day, room 434 is one of the most requested rooms at the Beverly Hilton, not by guests seeking comfort, but by those curious about the paranormal. Some want to stay in the room where Whitney died. Others want to see if they can encounter her spirit. The Beverly Hilton isn't the only hotel linked to celebrity ghosts. Hollywood has long been fascinated by haunted hotels. The Roosevelt Hotel, where Marilyn Monroe's ghost is said to appear in mirrors. The Chateau Marmont, where John Belushi died and where guests claim to hear strange laughter in the night. The Knickerbocker Hotel, where silent film star Frances Farmer's spirit allegedly lingers. Whitney Houston's death at the Beverly Hilton added her name to this eerie list, blending Hollywood glamour with tragedy and tragedy with haunting. Whitney's death shocked not only fans, but also her family. Her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, was devastated. Just 3 years later, she too was found unconscious in a bathtub and died at the age of 22. The tragic parallels between mother and daughter fueled even more speculation about curses, fate, and haunted legacies. Conspiracy theories also took hold. Some fans refused to believe Whitney's death was accidental. They pointed to the timing, the night before the Grammys, during Clive Davis's party, as suspicious. Others suggested foul play, cover-ups, or industry secrets. While no evidence ever supported these claims, the mystery surrounding her death only deepened the aura of haunting around the Beverly Hilton. In the years since her passing, Whitney Houston remains immortal through her music. Her voice, once described as a gift from God, continues to inspire generations of singers. Biopics, documentaries, and tributes have kept her memory alive. But the story of her final days and the haunted whispers of the Beverly Hilton linger like a ghostly chorus. For some, her death is a tragic cautionary tale about addiction, fame, and the relentless pressures of stardom. For others, it is a haunting reminder that even legends are not safe from tragedy. The Beverly Hilton Hotel remains a glamorous landmark, but for many, it will always carry the shadow of Whitney Houston's death. Guests check in for luxury, but some leave with stories of the unexplainable. Perhaps the truth is simple. Whitney's voice was too powerful, too unforgettable, to ever fully leave this world. And maybe, in the quiet halls of the Beverly Hilton, echoes of that voice still remain. Her life was filled with soaring highs and devastating lows. Her death was sudden, tragic, and wrapped in mystery. But Whitney Houston's legacy, the music, the voice, the spirit, continues to haunt us all. Because legends never truly die,